crays.
Hello everyone, welcome back. It's tutorial time. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to catch the Eastern Rock Lobster. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys a couple tips and tricks that will hopefully get you guys onto some crays. These are just going to be a couple tricks that I've either learnt myself through my journey or that I've been told by others that have really helped me improve. In today's video, I'll be teaching you how and when to find them, what gear will be needed, and how to grab them. I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, so it means so much to me if you guys just go down there and smash that subscribe button and also hit the like. Alrighty, let's get into it. The first topic I'm going to be covering is how to find them. Although these lobsters are found year-round, I find a lot more success looking in those winter months where the water's a lot colder and the lobsters actually come more inshore to breed, making their numbers absolutely skyrocket. Another strategy that I like to use is going at night time. Because of these lobsters being nocturnal, they come a lot further out of their holes to scavenge, making it a lot easier to reach them. This is why during the daytime you always find them in those dark protected areas away from the sunlight, normally being those big cracks or caves hidden away in the reefs. You can normally find them in any kind of hole, whether that's a vertical crack, a horizontal crack, or just a big hole formed by a bunch of boulders. They like to live anywhere that's dark and surrounded by weeds to protect them. Here is where having a good dive torch gives you a huge advantage, being able to shine up those holes and being able to spot the lobsters heaps easier. These crays eat pretty much anything, whether it's sea urchins, cray weed, cungy boy, or anything that they can find and scavenge on the reef, including dead fish. Alrighty, here I have found a couple crays in the back of this hole. So I've gone down really deep into this crack and you can see all those little antennas poking out. It is really important when you found a nest like this not to shine the torch directly at all the crays, as this will spook them due to them not liking the light. You want to be very patient when grabbing these and make sure not to rush it. You're best off going back up to the surface, discussing a plan with your dive buddy, and then going down and trying to grab them. Unfortunately for these crays, what mostly gives them away is their big long antennas. Whenever I'm going into a hole, what I normally see first is a bunch of little antennas hanging from the roofs or coming out of little holes and cracks. Once you get a bit of experience, you really build an eye to be able to spot these straight away. Another good indicator that there might be crays around are these little blind sharks. You can see it perfectly in this clip just then. There was a little blind shark next to a little nest of crays that I found. Something that I actually learnt recently is that a cray actually takes 7 years to become the legal size of 11 centimeter carapace. This just shows how slow growing they are, and it is so important to only take legal crays and a limit of 3. If you are unsure on how to tell whether a cray is legal or not, you can head to your local dive shop and pick up a cray measure for free. Another tip that I strongly recommend is keep your cray spots to yourself. Obviously share them with your friends and family, but don't go telling random people and posting your cray spots online, as other people will come and they will take your crays, leaving not enough for yourself. Once you have found a good nest, you can keep coming back to it dive after dive, as long as you take good care of it and make sure not to raid it too hard and take all the crays out. Always leave a couple crays in your holes so more are attracted and come back. Alrighty, topic 2, or what will you need to get your first crays? It is really important to have a good pair of gloves, a good wetsuit, especially if you're diving in winter when it's heaps colder. You'll need a good mask and snorkel, a decent pair of fins will work, a torch and catch bag can really make your life easier. You'll definitely need that good pair of gloves. You can always go to Bunnings and pick up a pair of gardening gloves for $10, but you're better off just spending the money and getting a good pair of Kevlar gloves that can really protect you from all those sharp and dangerous things that you might encounter in those caves. And something a lot of people don't think of as gear is a good dive buddy. Always make sure to dive in pairs, especially when you're going really deep in those caves. And while this does ensure that you're staying as safe as possible, it also makes diving a lot more fun. You gotta always remember, no cray or lobster is ever worth your life. Alrighty, now part 3, how to grab your lobsters. I'm going to take this clip from the start here and I'll break it down for you guys. I've spotted a lobster in the back of the hole here, as you can see. And what I'm going to do is slowly guide my hand towards it and then the last second grab quickly towards his horns. Not his antennas, because his antennas will snap off. You grab the base of the horn and you pull him straight towards you and grab his whole carapace. Unfortunately, however, he was undersized, so we did the right thing. We chucked him back to let him grow another day, and hopefully next year he'll be a nice big fat cray. Another little trick that I've only learnt recently, but that has actually helped me get a fair few crays. That if a cray is being stubborn in the back of its hole and it's unreachable, you can sometimes shine your light directly in its eyes and it scares it, and hopefully it turns towards you and tries to escape through the front of the hole, straight into your arms. When grabbing crays, you need the perfect mix of accuracy and speed. You don't want to go in too quickly and absolutely fumble your grab and potentially snap off its antenna or not get a proper grab on it. Most of the time when you don't get a proper grab and you have a bad grip, these crays know it and they shoot straight out of your hands. They are very powerful for their size and definitely shouldn't be underestimated. Trust me, I know from experience. I've lost a fair few crays. When you got yourself a good keeper cray, you should definitely waste no time putting it in your catch bag so it's nice and secure and can't escape. I've never actually had a cray escape from my catch bag. I have, on the other hand, had so many crays escape from my hands and go back into their holes to never be seen again. Alrighty, now we have a nicer daytime clip so I can potentially show you guys a bit better on the kind of thought process that goes through my head. Here, I've shown out a little hole to my mate where I've seen a couple nice sized crays. He's told me to go down, he's given the approval, and he's going to watch over me while I go into this crack and try to get one of the crays out. It's a bad camera angle, so you can't actually see the crays in the back, but there are a fair few good sized ones that I'm shining out here. You can see my hand go in, and now my whole shoulder's in there. Up the top, trying to feel around and see which one's best. I grab one out and I come up to the top. Yep, that looks like a nice keeper cray. I've shown it to my mate here, got the approval, he reckons it's legal. That's a good cray in the bag. A quick little measurement before putting her in the bag and then going off to the next hole. Here's another hole I found, another bad angle where you can't see the cray in the back of the hole. But once again, I've stuck my whole arm in and I'm feeling around to feel where he is. I'm trying to get a good grab on his horns. Now I've got a good grab. I yank him out with all my strength. I have a good feeling he's going to be a good size. Now as I make my way up to the top, I have a little look and yep, he seems legal again. That's 2 in the bag, 1 more to go. As you can see here, I wasn't the most gentle with the cray and I accidentally knocked a couple legs off. Luckily he's a keeper and he's not going back injured. For the Eastern Rock Lobster, I tend to find most of my crays in really shallow water. Here you can see, I don't even have my fins on in this clip and I'm in about half a meter of water, pretty much almost in the tide pools looking for my crays. This hole, I'm literally sitting in no more than a little puddle in the tide pools and I have found a pretty solid nest with around 30 to 40 crays in it, maybe even a couple legals in the back. This really shows how shallow you can really get. It's really great to see crays in numbers like this. I strongly recommend when finding nests that are loaded with crays that potentially aren't really the size you're looking for, you should probably leave them and keep visiting them every single time you go for a dive, but don't really take any crays out of it. This will help you monitor how many crays are around at your spots and help you decide when you should be dropping the gun, getting your torch out and looking for some crays. Thank you everyone that has made it this far. Please drop some video suggestions for anything that you guys want to see. Drop it down in the comments and don't be shy to hop into my DMs if you guys want to ask me any questions or you guys ever need any help spearfishing related. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one.